Hello and welcome to Candid Convos with Jona Dance. My name is Monique Jonas. I'm the founder of Jona Dance and your host for today's episode. Here at Candid Convos, I have the wonderful pleasure of inviting lovely guests to join me in conversation about pretty much anything and everything contemporary dance here in the UK. And so for today's episode, I have something a little bit different. I don't have one, not two, but I have three slightly chaotic guests. No, I'm joking. The most wonderful guest. The most wonderful guest joining me today for this episode. So I have the lovely Rory, Eve, and Hannah. Hello, my dears. Thank you so much for joining. How are you feeling today? Feeling all right?
Yeah, good. We're reuniting for the first time today too. So
yeah,
in like how long?
A couple weeks.
In
a few weeks.
Yeah.
I love that a few weeks is like,
It's
we're reuniting.
Yeah, it's like I'm feeling withdrawal symptoms.
Withdrawal is chaotic.
But actually,
it's the truth.
It feels like that.
I mean, we know each other very well. The three of you know each other extremely well. But for anyone who's watching and doesn't know who you are, I'd love for you to just like give a bit of an introduction about who you are, how you came to be here today, your journey in dance. So who would like to go first?
You want to take the floor, Hannah?
I knew it was going to be me.
Yeah.
It's always you. It's always you.
I'm Hannah. I'm a dancer with New Adventures. I trained at Tring Park School and then went to Rumbeard, graduated in 2022, and then joined New Adventures as Emerging Artist Apprentice.
Amazing. Fantastic. Who's next?
Yeah, I'll go next.
Yes, I'll go next. Yeah. Come on, formal.
I'll go next. My name's Rory. I'm also a dancer with New Adventures, but I trained in musical theatre. I went to a college called Lane in Surrey. I graduated in 2021 and I've been dancing with New Adventures since as well.
Fantastic. Yeah. Go ahead, Eve.
I'm Eve. I trained at Elmhurst for 8 years. I did the Emerging Artist Apprenticeship as well. After I graduated in 2021, and I've also been dancing with New Adventures ever since. So yeah,
common theme.
Yes,
a
common theme throughout, which makes sense. But it's how we all kind of met each other and all of that type of stuff. So that makes sense. It's funny, you know, when people are like fresh, like off the graduate scene, when they're like, I graduated in so and so and so year. Do you know how many people have been asking me like, when did you graduate? And I'm like, well, it was in. Do you know what I mean? So I love that everyone's like, I graduated in 2022. I'm like, oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah, but your year was iconic.
We always say that about like the years that are above us and things like that. So I remember my third year. I was at my third year at Rumbeard School. I was like, they are iconic. Lots of us are in New Adventures, actually.
Yeah.
I appreciate that you think our year's iconic. I'm going to take
I think you're iconic.
I'm going to take it.
Yeah.
I'd love to know how you found your training experience and if like New Adventures was always on the cards for you.
New Adventures was always on the cards for me.
Oh, really?
I think, yeah. Like just before I went to college, I kind of wanted to do musical theatre, but then I just saw Cinderella at New Adventures.
That was my first show I saw too.
Yeah, I love that show. And then not long after that, I saw Swan Lake, which I'm currently doing.
Yeah, go on, let them know. What part are you playing?
I'm currently doing the Swan in Swan Lake. So I kind of went to college like with my sights on that and like, yeah, aimed for that always. And then in my third year, really pushed for that and then luckily got a place just after leaving.
Fantastic.
Quite liked college. I think it was like the hardest 3 years, but the best as well.
Yeah.
Had lots of fun.
New Adventures was also kind of always on the cards for me. I did the production of Lord of the Flies the year that I joined Elmhurst.
When you were...
When I was 11.
11
years old.
Yeah, they came
Wow.
and did a classic New Adventures workshop with the entire school of boys.
Yeah.
Selected a couple for finals, and then I ended up doing the Birmingham production of Lord of the Flies.
Fantastic.
Where I met people who I work with now.
So wait, you were a
still.
child star?
Yeah.
Come on.
Prodigy.
Prodigy.
Yeah, and then I did another young cast production of R&J, which Hannah also did.
Yes, come on,
I was
young
Birmingham
cast.
again.
In your cast.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
not the young cast, just to clarify. I would love to be, but yeah, absolutely. It worked with both of you back then. In 2019, we did it, didn't we?
Yes, 2019, yeah.
Phenomenal. And how was training for you?
It was a long 8 years in the same place. So like I only really experienced one type of environment for a long time, and that was like my only experience of dance. And over the course of my time there, it became predominantly like ballet focused training,
Right.
which is very gendered. So it wasn't the easiest environment for me to navigate, but it meant that like once I got into like a professional space and I got to be more free with my expression, like really started to like, I don't know, find myself and
Yeah.
now it's
Come into your own.
once I got to like take the binary out of it and just like dance and do ballet without like, this is how boys move and this is how girls move. I really got to like, I don't know, reinvestigate my relationship with ballet because
Just kind of understand what it means for you.
yeah.
Is this after school?
Yeah, after school. Yeah, because I like got to a point where I was just like, yo, this is a lot of ballet. But it's now like so fun and like easier to like access.
And I guess because in the context of a professional space, you've got the show, you've got rehearsals, sometimes contemporary class, sometimes ballet class. So it's not just ballet the whole time. So I guess when you have the class that is classical ballet, that's time for you to like explore that new relationship that you're speaking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fabulous. My dear Hannah,
Hi.
how was school for you?
I loved school. I really liked it. Like,
I loved it.
I really loved it. I loved both of like the vocational schools I went to. I think Tring really gave me like a great foundation of technique. Going to Rumber was more about how, you know, I just wanted to get deep into contemporary dance. New Adventures. I auditioned for young cast for Romeo and Juliet, and I got it. And then thankfully, like, I went to a bunch of different swan schools and intensives, and I kind of stayed in the loop. And then that's how I became apprentice.
Amazing. Now you're thriving. Thriving. Principal moments. We see you. We see you, absolutely. Out of interest, did any of you audition for any other schools?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just nodding. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. Where?
I auditioned for Elmhurst.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And I auditioned for the Hammond.
Oh, ballet schools.
I auditioned for Rambert twice, actually. I auditioned for Rambert school in year 11, aiming to go for sixth form, but ended up staying at Elmhurst.
Yeah.
And then at the end of my training at Elmhurst, I was like, I kind of want to do more contemporary training because that's where I like felt like I hadn't really explored what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then ended up getting the apprenticeship.
You said
You're saying-
bypass.
Yeah.
Bypass university, and you were like, booked and busy. Woo.
Sorry, girl.
No, it's lovely, but it's also good to hear that these routes are available because some people might not want to train, and if they're available to like do an apprenticeship, so it's good to hear that, you know, you were able to go straight from Elmhurst directly into an apprenticeship and now thriving on tour.
Oh, so you went straight from
Yeah,
Elmhurst.
literally
okay.
graduated straight into like Swan School, doing bits and bobs. Went it straight into like an overnight photo shoot at Fortnum and Mason's.
Was that your first thing?
Well,
That
the
was
first
so
thing
funny.
was the photo shoot that
Yeah,
I met everyone, and I was
For Nutcracker.
19, and suddenly I was in a room with like,
Wait, I was there.
yeah, I was.
Shame.
It was like it was literally like you, Ash, Dom, Dee
Yeah.
Dee, and then like Ben Shoko. So I was just like, hey, I don't belong here, but like it's nice to meet you.
You did belong there though.
Of course you belong there.
Yeah.
That's so funny that you like met all of us, and I was in that plastic wig. Do you remember the wig?
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
the
Miss
licorice all
Ruby.
sorts.
Yeah.
You were in the stripy pajamas,
Yes,
right?
with the spray painted gold finger waves.
Like finger wave
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
That's such an interesting way to meet a lot of people. Like everyone just dressed up in these characters, and
Yeah, and they gave me like Pinocchio eyebrows and blush. It was great.
oh my gosh.
Okay.
And then
And I was everywhere.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, I
and
was
then the
like,
next thing we were in Fortnum and Mason's. Was it a night shoot? It was a night shoot, wasn't it?
Yeah,
We
'cause
were running
I
around
texted the
Fortnum and
next day.
Mason, dressed up as Cupid, dressed up as the licorice all sorts lady running around. Do you remember that basket? I have a vivid memory of you having to throw a basket down some stairs.
Yeah, we were
And
like,
someone had to
"That's it."
catch it.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
No, I think I was the one catching actually.
You were
I think I was at
catching?
the bottom stairs like,
Who was throwing it?
Shoko?
Yeah, okay. Because I remember I don't accept that sort of responsibility.
What
Yeah,
is
no,
There's
happening?
no way. You
I
can't
mean, I
ask
wasn't
me
even
to.
on Nutcracker.
No.
In my head, you were.
You always
That's
say
crazy.
this. You always say that.
Sometimes I just be making up stories. Just making up stories. Lovely. I also want to find out, are there any career like bucket list moments that you've either ticked off or plan to tick off soon?
Yeah, well, I mean, like doing principal role. I mean, I actually posted something yesterday, like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
When I was at college, I'd posted a story of someone like and captioned it "My Dream."
Oh my gosh,
and
you're
I was
living
like,
the
wow,
dream.
like actually, yeah, living the dream, literally. And I would have never thought that I'd be like a principal as well.
Yeah.
So
How does it feel?
don't really process it enough, I think,
Yeah.
because it is so wild. And I think if I do deep it enough, like it'll just feel really crazy to me. But yeah, it's amazing, like beyond my wildest dreams.
Enjoy it. Take the time
I'm
to enjoy
trying.
it as well, because like this tour is going international. There's going to be some wonderful places to go and see.
I
And
know.
perform
I
and
know.
like take that, because the memories that you make now, you won't forget those. So that's amazing.
Yeah. And it's easy to like get caught up in everything with
Yeah.
everyone, and like you do it so much and you're always tired and like it's easy to forget
Yeah.
how big it is. Yeah, I kind of ticked my biggest goal. So
I love that.
yeah, at such a young age as well, I feel quite like privileged to be.
But it means that now that you've ticked that goal, you've got space to create new goals, and that's
Yes.
also really exciting. You know, and
For
they
sure.
can be big, small, whatever size
Yeah.
they need to be. So yes, for you.
Need to figure those out.
That's okay. Take your
Yeah.
time. You got lots of shows to do in the meantime. You know what I mean?
Literally.
What about either of you?
Performing as Juliet was a dream.
Come
for
on,
me.
Team Juliet.
Well, because that's how I joined the company, is doing Romeo and Juliet as a young
Yeah.
cast, and like watching Dee Dee at the time perform this incredible role. And
Absolutely.
like in the back of my head, I was like, that would be so cool.
Yeah.
That would be unbelievable. And then like somehow the stars aligned and like it became possible for me to.
Yeah, well, I remember me and Hannah had a conversation on Sleeping Beauty,
Right.
and we were just like talking about like future, and we're like, oh, I really hope we could do Romeo and Juliet together, because I think we both wanted to do that. And she was like, oh, like imagine there's maybe some sort of opportunity where I could play Juliet, and she was like, no, it'll never happen, and then it did happen.
And then it did happen, and you absolutely rocked it,
Yeah.
both of you. But what would make me laugh so much about the two of you, you two were, you felt every single emotion under the sun on stage, delivering what you needed to do with beauty, class, absolutely, is backstage, and it would be like,
Yeah.
Wild. We
tears,
were wild.
laughter, like, but I mean, it's
Yeah.
amazing. It was like super raw, but I used to love it, because I was just like, oh, I want to know what variation of emotions I'm going to see today. But it's backstage, not what you're doing on
I
stage.
know.
What you're doing
Yeah.
on stage is obviously what is set to do. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just,
yeah.
I just remember seeing you come down the stairs, you know, before Juliet, at the end of the balcony duet, and Juliet goes through the arch, and we're looking off into the distance,
Yeah.
and you were in floods of tears, because we were all like sneaking to watch from side of stage to be like, yes.
I know. I think like because it was so fresh, it was just so raw.
Yeah.
But then I learned from you and Bri that like how to sustain it as well.
Yeah.
And not get too
Yeah.
caught
Otherwise
up
you
in it,
get
just from
you
a
get
mental health.
tired.
yeah.
It's
But it's-
very like
yeah.
draining show, like because it's easy to feel that on stage and like not separate it from real life. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Which we had to learn to do.
Yeah, but what I mean is that because the two of you are such close friends,
Oh, yeah.
and that like you were sharing a moment which I'm now hearing, it was like a dream for both of you in a sense of like, and you got to do it together. I think like for me, I was just like, oh, I love to see, like that's why I said
It was great.
backstage, like not what you're doing
Yeah.
on stage. It was
Yeah.
like when the two of you would come off, and either if you were both hyper and excited, it was like that sort of energy,
Always.
or you were both like crying, and it
Yeah.
was like matched energy, and it was really
Yeah.
beautiful.
I
I
remember
know we get told that we're like a couple a lot, like a married couple.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of
we're in
like
a long distance
translated on
relationship
stage.
right now.
Not a long distance.
Yeah.
Oh, because you're on separate tours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
We've been separated. but
It's
yeah.
going to mature the relationship. That's
Uh-huh.
it. You're at the next stage.
Literally
Yeah.
giving
Yeah.
Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but no one
Actually-
dies at the end. How about that?
No,
Okay.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
not
let's-
die.
Happy
Let's
ending.
not.
Yeah.
let's
Because
not
you
do
said like
that.
Romeo and Juliet. I was like, it's a tragedy.
The
It's a
fun part.
tragedy.
We
We're
sit on
not
the
living
balcony.
that.
Yeah.
What about you, Eve?
Each contract I've done has kind of brought its own milestone. Obviously, like Nutcracker, professional debut. Sleeping Beauty, I got to perform a solo on stage, which was like very jarring. And I think I went on sooner than I expected. So I was like, oh, I just didn't have time to think about
and
it.
you're in the film.
Oh, yeah.
Your
yeah,
solo
true.
is immortalized on TV.
Just that reminder in case you
Yeah.
forgot.
Yeah. Watched it on
I mean
Christmas
that
Day. I was like,
it's
oh.
amazing.
Yeah,
was fun.
fantastic.
And then on Sleeping Beauty, I got approached about creating a non-binary character with Jackson Fish, which was an emotional milestone for me. Also
Huge
because it was
moment.
on R&J. And when I did Young Cast, it's kind of what kept me dancing, because I was at kind of a point in my training where I was like losing a bit of motivation. And so like it really, I don't know,
Yeah.
was really cool to revisit that show and get to be a part of like creating something new for it.
Yeah.
And then this contract I've gotten to perform female characters for the first time, which has changed a lot.
Yeah. Milestone
So
for
yeah,
you.
I don't know, really cool and really fun.
Beautiful. Thank you all for sharing. So I'd like to move on to a section that I call This or That. So I'm going to give you two options, and I'm just going to go quick fire round,
Okay.
and you just have to choose one of the options. Sound good?
Okay, sounds great.
Simple as this. Okay, so because we're talking about touring later on, UK or international touring? 3, 2, 1.
International.
Oh, come on. I knew
Come
you'd be in
on.
sync. I knew you'd
Are
be
you
in
joking?
sync.
Obviously.
Why international?
I mean,
Don't have to book anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
There is
Everything's
oh my-
done for you.
There was no greater pleasure than turning up at an airport and turning my brain off. It's my favorite.
It felt like I was on a
know.
school field trip.
Right.
Just show up and then follow the leader. I just have my passport,
Literally.
my boarding pass, and I'm just like
Yeah, like
blindly
her,
following the person
Yeah,
in
that's
front.
true.
her
Literally.
Ian like leading us all around
Yeah,
the
massive
airport.
shout out to
hurting
Ian.
us.
Ego,
Yeah.
the Go Ian Wheatstone, like we love.
Yeah. Massive shout out to Ian, who company manager. Is he doing Swan Lake?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Current
He's great.
company
He's
manager
so
at
good.
New Adventures. He does sort us out, so we have a very smooth
Very.
journey in touring. Okay, let's go on to the next one. A 5, 6, 7, 8 choreo or improvisation? 3, 2, 1.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Why are you all so in sync?
We're
I
connected.
really like
Yeah.
to just be told what to do at all
Okay.
times. Yeah.
Do you feel like that has anything to do with musical theatre training and the
I
like
think so.
contemporary improvisation space maybe not being as practiced in
Yeah.
some of those schools?
More unfamiliar with that
Yeah.
side of things. So I think that's just my
The
background.
same for both of you?
Kind of. I don't know. I enjoy improving, but like I like getting things right. And if you give me 5, 6, 7, 8, I know what's right and what's wrong. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I
It's
think
giving
like we
ballet
all
mentality.
have kind of a sense
That
of like, I want to, I think just know what I can control. But I do love an improv. I
Yeah.
love an improv.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But
if you
when
had
it
the
gets
choice,
down to it, like, I do like to know, like,
Yeah.
you're also
but
funny.
then once you're like, but the point of improv is to get there eventually. So, you know what I mean?
For some people, it's not. Some people, no, but it's true. For
Yeah.
some
Yeah,
people,
no.
in improv, it's to just find it in that moment and then let it go.
But
I
in the
think,
rehearsal
like-
process.
It depends the situation. Sorry.
Okay.
Like if it's in class, like I love to improv because it's just like for you. Mm-hmm. But then when I've got to come up with things that are like potentially going to be in the show, I want it to be right, and I don't want. Do you know what I
Right.
mean?
Okay, fair. In that context.
Yeah. If it's for someone else or
Yeah.
for something, I need to be told what to do.
Yeah,
If it's
absolutely.
for me, I like to improv.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, yeah, that's
or
a good
like
distinction.
a structured improv on, like if it's gonna be on stage and you want to like give it a bit of, as long as it doesn't affect anyone else, you know. I do like a bit of freedom to
Yeah,
have the agency to try something different.
got you. Yeah, nice.
Not when it comes to like, you know, like pathways, like etc.
Yeah, no,
I feel like
pathways need to
that's-
be set.
That
Yeah.
is
We don't
solid.
play.
That has
No,
to be
no.
solid.
Pathways
We're
need
not
to be
playing
set.
about pathways.
No.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things. If on day one the pathway is this and it's not been changed, the pathway needs to remain the same.
Yes.
Please.
needs to remain. I feel like because you've all worked with me, you know that I'm so
yeah,
like,
you need that.
listen,
Yeah.
we need to go from A to B to C in that
Exactly.
order unless it's
Yep.
been changed.
Exactly.
At the same time. Every time.
Every
Please.
time.
Otherwise.
Crocs or sliders? 3, 2, 1.
Sliders.
Do you know what? In the bin. Out you go. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Birkenstocks.
Do you know what?
Yeah, I
Birks.
love a Birkenstock.
Etta said the same
Birks.
thing about Birkenstocks, but it's not one of the options. You've got only imagine
Yeah, 'cause-
there's no Birkenstocks and it's
'cause
Crocs or
Birken-
I am
sliders.
still sliders.
I'm still
Although-
sliders.
Yeah, you are sliders actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I would like to say I'm a hater of both. But
What are-
I prefer Crocs
Oh.
to sliders. I was a Croc household, but I never like. I was like, why are you wearing Crocs?
I
Crocs don't really
actually
fit my
can-
feet.
But
I appreciate a Croc, but I don't own Crocs.
Got you.
Like I feel like I wouldn't rock them.
Fairs.
You're not gonna rock the Croc.
I'm gonna rock a Croc.
I wouldn't rock a Croc.
No. But yeah.
But I do love a slider,
Yeah.
and I love a Birkenstock, even though you said that doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't
love a
count.
Like the
Birkenstock.
But then it's
clogs.
unfair for me to say it doesn't count because when I was speaking with Etta also gave the loophole of a Birkenstock, and I was like, oh, I do love
Yeah.
Birkenstocks. So
Well, on tour, I was wearing those like Asian grandma like acupressure point sliders.
Oh,
oh, but they're
Yeah.
quite good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
They're
feel
quite good.
But I have like run up the stairs and almost like decked it like a few times. So like
Listen.
I'm
Right.
aware.
All I'm gonna say
Of the
is if you were
cons.
in sports mode, that wouldn't
Yeah.
happen.
Period.
I'm just letting you know.
No, and I know
that wouldn't happen.
And I'm
Yeah.
still like, I just love us. I don't know.
That's fair. That's
I-
fair. I'm not fighting it at all.
I appreciate like the variety of Crocs as well. Like I remember sending you those Shrek Crocs.
No,
do you
but
remember?
they
and I
were
was like
awful.
threatening to buy you them. You were like, please don't, because I won't wear them.
Book your own accommodation or have it pre-booked, but you don't get a say if it's pre-booked. So you don't get a choice. So book your own or have it pre-booked. 3, 2, 1.
Pre-booked.
I didn't say anything.
I know.
I don't know. I think there's like,
It's
It's
It
tricky.
It's hard
depends.
because I would say like book it myself, but then I've booked a lot myself that have been bad.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm a good.
Yeah, I don't know
Okay,
if I
so-
trust myself.
Yeah.
Whereas like I feel like most places that were pre-booked on international were actually
No,
They
yeah,
have to
I'm actually with you.
Yeah.
Free
I'm
with
books
you.
have to be a standard. Interesting. I'm going to move on sharply.
Yeah.
There's 3 options here. You can only choose one. Theatre digs, Airbnb, hotel. 3, 2, 1.
Airbnb.
Come on, Sync.
Easy.
There's a slight
Easy.
harmony there as
Yeah.
well in that response.
Airbnb.
Why Airbnb?
Well, theatre digs. Oh,
Yeah,
not fun.
okay. Well, we can touch base on that in a
we
moment.
can get into.
I feel
That.
like theatre digs is usually like staying with the host, which I don't like doing.
Right. Like to have your own space.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And Airbnb seems a bit more like bougie.
Bougie. Are you a bougie babe?
Well,
He
I
is.
would say
Yeah?
I'm bougie, but like
I mean,
I like
he
to be
has,
bougier.
he has standards
A little
of
bit.
life.
I'm not
I
I'm
think we
not
should all
questioning
have-
me and you
But
both.
yeah, I think you're on the same
Yeah.
page as me.
Yeah, me and you
Yeah.
both. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not critiquing you on
Yeah.
that, but I just
Yeah.
was like, ooh,
Yeah.
interesting.
This time around, when I booked digs for Midnight Bell, I did book a lot on theater digs booker because it's
It's a lot cheaper.
cheaper. It's a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
I guess if you book early, you can also find some of the nicer ones too.
Yeah, exactly.
Booking.com is good as well.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah,
like
that's
it's really
true.
easy because it's for people who work at these theaters. So it's
Yeah.
like this theater is like a
It's
few minutes away
close.
from the theater. There's
Yeah.
this around. It's easy for you to do this. It's like more tailored
To the
for your
experience.
experience.
That's true. I'm just going to put a little caveat for anyone who doesn't know what Theatre Digs is. It's a website of like approved homes that people have opened up for specifically for people who are working in these traveling theatre shows or like localized shows to stay in because we're moving around a lot. So it's not just the performers, it can be anyone as part of the production.
Yeah.
Just a heads up in case no one knows what Theatre Digs is.
you
Okay,
go.
next one, for work. I'm putting that caveat in there. So for work, TikTok or Instagram? 3, 2, 1.
Instagram. Oh,
Oh, Instagram.
Your time's up, my dear.
I feel like you'd think we were going to say TikTok.
I absolutely
I was
thought you
gonna
were going to say
say TikTok.
TikTok because y'all
yeah.
were the viral sensation at one point on tour. So
yeah.
See, the
Don't even
thing, the
mention
thing
it.
with that
Don't
is...
But that was not for
mention it.
work. That was
yeah,
just
like
fun.
when we did
That's
that...
true.
everyone-
Yeah.
So if you don't know, like... just to explain the
already,
lore.
If you didn't already know.
We're
Me, Hannah and Eve, like accidentally went viral on TikTok
Yep.
last year.
Where
we
were-
had a little
where were
viral
you?
moment in Taiwan.
Yep, that's it.
I don't know what was going on, but we were very active on that app.
Yep.
And yeah.
Yeah.
And
But I feel like we were just doing that for fun. Like that
It
didn't
was for
feel
fun.
like
Yeah.
it
It was
wasn't
for
like
funsies.
calculated. Like we didn't try to. We just were
Got
having
you.
fun and
Yeah.
it happened.
It's just
Yeah.
organic.
Oh no, it is Instagram though.
so you can have a high paying job, but you hate the choreo and the environment, or it's your dream role, but it's equity minimum. 3, 2, 1.
Dream
Equity
role.
minimal.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
I just think like the amount of time you spend at work, like if you hate it, it's not gonna be fun.
Yep. Absolutely.
So-
It's not.
Yeah.
Come on, dancers
Not
with
about the
morale.
money.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to move on to my tricky trivia question just so that we can bring a bit of the history of the industry into like present day. And there's a lot of people who are graduating now who might not be as familiar with various things. So your tricky trivia question is, can you list 3 dance pioneers from the 20th century that had a bold impact on the contemporary dance industry here in the UK?
So we're doing one each.
I'm going to leave it open. You can see, maybe let's try one each.
Okay.
Does that feel fair?
Yeah.
Okay, who wants to go first?
I'll start with Martha Graham.
Yeah.
The voice crack.
Yeah.
Martha Graham.
Martha Graham. Yeah, absolutely. Why
Yes,
did you seem
that's
unsure
fine.
about that?
There's so many to choose from, so I was racking my brain.
Everyone's going back to like dance history, dance history, dance
Yeah.
history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, Martha Graham, absolutely.
okay.
Bold impacts. Yeah, we'll
Tick.
take that. Yeah.
I'm going to go with Merce Cunningham.
Yeah, come on.
My dance history was all ballet.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Merce
I know
Cunningham.
that name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
absolutely. So we've got Martha Graham, we have Merce Cunningham. Yes, yes.
Important.
Come on.
Okay,
Which
we got,
other
here we
ones
go.
do we have?
Lots of different offshoots of the different, like Alston.
Absolutely.
Alston.
Absolutely. It's where I danced. So I was like, that's
Yeah.
an easy one.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Cunningham.
Okay, you stay stacked up on your dance history knowledge. We love to hear it.
kind of.
We learned to. Yeah.
But it's true. We have our pioneers of today, and it's also good to remember like how we arrived there, because a lot of the people who have been in companies for like 20 years or 25 years or 30 years, they would have been like influenced and or around the time of that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's good to just remember our roots as an industry. And I have one final question in this segment. It's the overarching question of the series, and I'm asking every guest to guess the average time span of a dancer's career. Not the breathe in and sink. That's wild.
Oh.
Contemporary or ballet?
Oh, let's do both. Contemporary first and then ballet, if you feel like there's a difference, because that's quite interesting. Let's do contemporary dance first. Yeah? So kind of guess the average time span. I'm going to reverse it. So Rory, I'm coming to you first.
I have like a number in my head, but
Yeah, say.
I feel like maybe 15 years.
15 years?
Or like,
Is
is
that
that too short?
What?
Maybe
I don't
it's-
know. Assuming that they start at what age? Like 20?
Yeah.
21?
Or like, maybe that's too short. It depends what you would like class as a career. Like, because you could go
Performing
into
career.
performing.
Let's
okay.
do performing career
Okay.
so it's specific.
15 to 20 years.
Nice.
I was gonna say around 15 as well,
Yeah.
but
That's fine. No, stand 10 toes down on your
yeah,
answer.
you know what, 15.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But I think maybe a little 15, give or take. I don't know.
Give or take more or less?
More.
More.
I don't know. My
Sweet.
perception of time is cooked. So I don't know what's going on.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Huh?
probably 15 to 20.
Yeah. And do any of you feel like it's a different time span for a ballet dancer?
No, I would say,
Maybe-
Roughly the same?
I'd say
Yeah.
hopefully the same, but
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like ballet training done like messed a lot of bodies up. I don't know. We're doing some really crazy stuff, and I feel like it does
Yeah.
tend to like down the line cause
Like longer term
problems.
injuries and
I-
things
yeah.
maybe?
It
me
needs
slowly
to rest.
touching my chins and knees. But like, especially when you start really young, and I feel like a lot of people who aim to end up doing classical ballet for the rest of their life, they start like training very young.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, I feel like the younger you start, like
The
the
more
more
it can
damage your
have.
body takes. at a
Sure,
younger
because you've been
age.
doing it for a lot of
Yeah.
time, and it's also super high intensity. The level of, I mean, ballet is just hard, isn't it? And this is why I personally think that dancers are elite athletes of that sort of space, because of the level of training and things. So I guess the longer you're doing it,
Absolutely.
the more you're going to see that impact. And if you started at 3 and you're doing
Yeah.
high intensity, then by the time that you're 20, you've already been doing that for 17 years,
Yeah, it's-
you know, and then you have your continued career after that. So depends on like how our bodies sustain.
You hear like a lot more injuries in ballet, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like I hear of that a lot more than I would in contemporary.
Interesting. Do you think that's because there's a bit more of like a company culture in the
it-
ballet world? In
yeah.
contemporary dance, the freelancing
Probably.
space is a bit more prevalent today.
Yeah, and maybe it's made more aware if there is an injury because of the company.
Right. And like the
Yeah.
frequency of shows and
Yeah.
training and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I think also there's like more of a stigma around admitting injury in ballet, and like just like
Pushing
I
through.
don't know, especially like 8 years of ballet school girl, there was a lot of competition, so it's just very like
Yeah.
Yeah,
ignore
okay.
it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, dancers, we have to stop ignoring.
I
I'm actually going to
know.
say it down the lens. Dancers, we need to stop ignoring injuries, please. And thank you. You have one body, and
Yeah.
actually looking after it and sitting out earlier and just taking the L for that time
Yeah.
can maybe keep you in the industry for a little bit longer rather
Yeah.
than pushing through and then having to stop. So I'm glad actually we raised that. Sweet. Okay, that's all the crazy questions done and dusted. Everyone's going to take a breath out. Everyone's like,
My heart rate's gonna be down.
today, I would love to have an open conversation with the three of you, as you know, about the reality of touring. And I picked this topic because often, I don't know about the three of you, but I get people be like, oh, you're on tour. That's really cool. That's amazing. You must be having like the best time. And for a large part, yes, we are having a fantastic time. We get to see so many like phenomenal spaces and different countries, different cultures, perform in theatres and things like that. But there is also another side that a lot of people don't get to see, from the accommodation, constant trains, planes, packing, unpacking, where do we do our shopping, where do we do our clothes washing, that I just want to bring to the fore.
I was going to say washing
Especially-
clothes.
Yeah, especially for dancers who would like to go into companies that are touring. Some of the things that can better prepare them, because often it's a bit baptism by fire. You kind of arrive and then you're just like, oh,
Yeah.
I have to do this,
But-
this, and this.
But I
And-
think that's kind of necessary to figure out what you need to do.
like, tell me more. Come on, yeah, tell me
Like
more.
you can hear about like you know, obviously like listening to other people's experience about touring is really useful. You kind of like gather your information. Oh, this person does this. But unless you do it yourself, you won't know what you need specifically for you, I think.
In what sense? What sort of things do you feel like people need to...
Like, what are the volume of clothes you're bringing, and do you put them in your tour box, or do you bring them with you, or, you know, what kind of food situation works for you? Like, do you like to like meal prep, or do you like to get your food there, or like all these like little things, or like when do you get to the tour venue? Do you prefer to go day before, or...
Right. In most of the touring situations that I've been, at least, most performers and also like anyone who's touring, you get a box that goes on the tour truck, whatever it's called. Basically, you don't have to carry that specific box around, and it will have like your necessities for each day. So most of us would have dance clothes in there. Some people had food. Some people would tour their own kettle. Some people would have like
protein powders, like
protein powders.
some people have random stuff. In there.
Question. All right, this was not on my list, but I'm going to ask it. What's in your tour box?
sleeping bag.
It's like what's in my bag?
Wait, a whole sleeping bag?
I put a sleeping bag in my tour box last night. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to do that again.
Is that for naps in the theatre?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so like right now,
I love that we all heard them. We're like, makes sense.
Yeah.
right now my tour box is kind of crazy because I was just home last week, and then I realized I brought way too much stuff with me.
Right.
It's like my tour box just has loads of my clothes in it, like that I didn't need to bring in my suitcase.
Yeah.
But apart from that, it's just like things I collect on tour. Like I have like programs, and then like photos from like photo booths if we've gone out somewhere.
Yeah.
Or like
Necessities.
Toothbrush.
toothbrush, toothpaste, just necessities. I'm trying to think. Oh, like TheraBands and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, quite sensible so far.
Yeah, nothing too crazy.
Yeah. Not
Some
bad.
people like wild. Some of the stuff you see.
What's the craziest thing you've seen in someone's tour box?
Oh, I don't
Keeping
know
it PG.
Someone had weights in their tour box, which I
Actual
think is
weights?
crazy.
They
Like,
can go in the
is that
physio
allowed?
box, no?
yeah, like
Is
They
that allowed?
should. They
and
definitely should.
yeah, we kind of had a telling off like the other week
Oh.
because some of the tour boxes are
Heavy.
heavy.
Because they have to
And
They
they
don't
have to
like
pick
when
them
it's
up.
too heavy.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, they're the ones loading it
Exactly. They're
onto
hauling
the-
them onto trucks.
Yeah,
I think we would watch the weight of our tour boxes if we were responsible for putting them on the
Yeah,
truck.
exactly.
ourselves. So
You're so
let's-
right.
You know,
it's like some of the lids don't close on them.
The lid's
It's
like
like
bending
taped.
over the...
Yeah,
I've
Guilty.
definitely been there because
Mine-
I'm a
Oh, yeah.
shopaholic. So on tour, I'm better now. But on no, I'm better now. But on tour, so I would, if there was a Zara, you find me there. I was always there, or some
Queen
of these
of
other
Zara.
shops. Yeah, and so
Yeah.
I'd always come back and just show whoever I was sharing or dressing with, like my purchases for that week, and
And
so
I
on
loved
and so
it.
forth.
Love a
Yeah.
haul.
And even the bag you were carrying, I was like, I remember when you got that bag.
In Macau.
In Macau. You were like, look at this bag. I was like, it's amazing, and I love
so
it.
Good
You got it
because
at the
it's
mall.
a perfect airport bag, and
It's so
it
cute.
went with my luggage series on tour. So anyways, it's
The
not
color
about me.
scheme match.
It did.
yeah.
It's not about me. Eve, what about you? What's in your tour box?
A lot of spare clothes because I'm incapable of packing like a normal person.
Yeah, she is.
Really?
I
She
like-
brings her whole entire house.
I want access to my whole wardrobe at all times. 'Cause
Right,
I don't
okay.
know what the
It's
vibe's
not.
going to be. It's like different every day. Like if I want to be them, like a bit more. I don't know. It's
See, I'm the same. Like I bring everything on, and then I only
my
wear like
God.
the same
4%.
three. You know what I mean?
4% of the clothes.
Like, why did I bring this? And I do it every time.
That's
Yeah, you
so
go, why did I
Yeah.
bring this?
Yeah.
So why have we not learned from that? Is the question.
Because so like if I don't bring that stuff, then I'll be like, oh my god, I want to wear other things. So it's like I can't win.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's fair.
Yeah, I
I
mean-
think after
Well, like
a
that.
while,
I like to keep it small.
Yeah, you're
and like if
actually
it's-
sensible.
On the UK tour, I bring like a carry-on size suitcase. Once I had a carry-on size suitcase for like 3 weeks straight.
That's crazy though. I don't know how you do that.
I don't
No,
know
girl,
how
me
I did that,
neither.
but it was summer, so I didn't have to bring like
Oh, that's cool.
jumpers. I just had like t-shirts and like
yeah,
like-
it's much easier to pack
Yeah.
when you're touring in hot
Yeah.
weather than
Yeah.
in winter.
yeah.
What is one thing that you wish more people knew about touring? If there was like one thing that you feel that people don't really think about or maybe are not as privy to.
Well, it's like something
I
unexpected.
don't know. I feel like a lot of it's dependent on what kind of schedule you get. Like it depends what company you're touring with, what show you're doing.
Let's do New Adventures because I think that's the place that collectively we've got
Yeah,
the most
we know.
experience in touring.
New Adventures, we tend to like, it's like a week in each venue,
Yeah.
UK wise, anyways. Get ready to be unpacking and packing a lot.
Yes.
Like also in my tour boxes, like all the photo booth photos, and I like to set up each week because I'm like, it's the only real constant we have apart from like the set. It's just like my little stupid photos from like tour and stuff.
They're not stupid. They're
yeah.
nice. They bring some
Yeah.
comfort.
Cute.
Yeah.
I've never
I
been that
agree.
person to put pictures up just because CBA.
No,
And also
same.
like
I know.
some, do you know, and I'm going to say this in a very like put together way. Front of house in theatres are really looked after, but the back of house in theatres isn't always as looked after. So the more I
Yeah.
explore by putting photos up and the more I see, the less I'm going to want to be in the dressing room. So the less I pay attention to, the more I can, because I'm like you, I have naps and stuff in the dressing room. So
I guess that's actually a good point though. Like I wish
And
more
you
people
really-
knew.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry. Like the backstage isn't actually as glamorous as it might. The front of the theater might look.
Yeah.
It's really not.
in some theatres they are though.
oh,
We've been
yeah.
to some theatres that's stunning.
Yeah, but some
Some not.
some not so much. And like we spend a lot of time back there. Like also because we get shows off, which we're lucky to have. Sometimes you're like sleeping on the floor in like these places.
Shout out to Karumi. Karumi's the nap queen.
Oh, she
I
won
have
that
an album on my
anywhere.
phone that's just Kurumi sleeping.
That's
and it's just
amazing.
like photos and videos of her.
But can
literally
you
sleeping
sleep on
anywhere.
the floor?
I'm quite good at
I
that.
can't bring
Oh,
myself
I'm
to do that.
Great at it.
Yeah.
I'm not really.
The bare
That's why I
floor.
have the sleeping bag.
Yeah, the bear.
I used
The
to do it in
bare-
school sometimes,
Yeah.
which is
I'm not
crazy.
gonna lie, the side eye is very real. I can't side eye you because I'm sat opposite you, but on the bare floor of the theatre, under
Under the
the
desk.
I gotta sleep.
It's hard.
Sometimes
for
we
me.
get a
It's hard.
couch and we're lucky.
I'm rarely like fully sleeping. I'm mostly just like closing my eyes
Yeah,
and just
zoning out.
relaxing.
Oh no, I'm asleep. Like
I know you are.
Asleep.
I know you
I
are.
remember
Mom, I
though.
know you
Yeah.
are. Like
Oh,
you're a queen. Yeah, you're so good at it too.
No,
some people are
100%.
really good at sleeping anywhere.
Yeah.
You,
feel like
you
you're
won't
one of
find
those
me on the
people.
floor though. On a
Ja-
yoga mat, maybe.
I think we need
Yeah.
to give out a shout out to the tents that are
The
happening on
tent.
tour.
Ashley Shaw, shout out.
Yeah.
It's like
Pink
a fairy
iconic.
princess tent.
Yeah, we shared a
with
dressing room. It's
pillows
very,
and-
very nice.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Very
there was a
nice.
boys'
Wow.
one this time.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Who brought
Yeah,
it?
Yeah, the princess.
And on
Look
Orange
at Stevens.
yeah.
Bryony brought like an inflatable. Remember that?
This
inflatable,
beanbag
like,
was
beanbag
my
thing.
life savior.
Okay, but
Genuinely.
do you know what I love about New Adventures is that most shows have beds in them that are sat backstage. So sometimes, feeling really cheeky, you could have a nap on the beds.
And we're going to say in advance apologies to stage
Sorry, stage
management
management.
Sorry.
because
Yeah, sorry.
like rule number
But
one on day one: do not sleep on the bed.
I'd be lying if I said in between shows I didn't.
You're not the only one. There's plenty of people who do it.
Yeah.
And as long as you leave the bed how it was found and set up for stage
Well,
management,
exactly.
perhaps they will give you a pass
Yeah.
on this one.
Sorry.
I want to also talk about international touring because I think before we all mentioned that you prefer to have stuff pre-booked for you. How do you cope with international touring? Like showing up to a new, mostly hotel most of the time. There's a new culture, there's new languages, often there's new food. How do you cope with it?
Well, I think like with UK tour, like half the battle is doing all the traveling yourself, and it's quite draining, or it can be quite draining. So I think it's so nice to just like, as Eve said earlier, just show up and like follow Ian to where you're going,
Yeah.
and everything's kind of done for you. So I love that aspect.
Okay.
But yeah, with like traveling to places like far away, like jet lag was a thing that we
Yeah,
had to deal
It was
with,
a thing.
Yeah.
which was hard.
Have any of you missed the call for like because of jet lag? Like we're called at 9 a.m. for example, but it's like really 3 a.m. UK.
Strangely not.
Let's use this R&J international tour. So many times we're doing a 14-hour flight and then doing shows and then a 14-hour flight back to the UK, and then there's 2 weeks maximum. Sometimes it was a week and a half, and then we're doing another 14-hour flight. Like it takes its toll
Yeah.
on the body. Did any of
Yeah.
you feel like you noticed any difference in like your bodies and stuff from like the travel, the long haul flights, and how did you overcome that?
Long flights are rough. Sitting in one position for a long time is not cute, especially
Yeah,
if
well-
you're like you have like pre-existing like niggles and stuff. Like you need to get up and like run around that plane. I was like literally doing that.
I did feel bad though because sometimes you were really loud and like
Yes.
obviously it's like a whole company, but then you know
I did feel bad for the people
the
sitting
other
around
people
us.
sitting around.
Me specifically, like I would pray for the aisle seat.
Yeah,
'Cause if I was
same.
in the middle,
Same.
my long legs and also like
My long
knees,
legs.
I don't
legs
have
are
the greatest
They're
knees.
too long.
Yeah.
As we know. But they get really sore if I'm sitting for too long. So
Yeah.
it's like if I was sitting, I'd be like, oh, and then I'd be constantly getting up, and I feel so bad for like the people next to me.
Yes. It just became a thing that everyone wanted the aisle seat. And
Yeah.
we were just, I saw some people get to the airport early just to
Uh-huh.
ensure that they would get their aisle seat.
Yeah.
And I think maybe we were returning from maybe we were leaving Macau, you know, when we had to go via Hong Kong to get back.
Yes.
And there was like a long queue and all of this stuff. And I really remember someone going forward and like changing their seat. And that was the last aisle seat on the flight. So everyone else was put on the middle seat. We were fuming.
It's okay if you're next to someone you know, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, which we usually were.
Also, like, it's an airplane. Like, you gotta, hey, I need to go.
But 14 hours is crazy. Like,
And I will say also, just because I'm like, for context, I'm aware these are first world problems.
Oh, yeah.
Like the seat that we have on the plane, but these are just like some really specific things because we have to travel so much that we do consider as well. So like within the greater context of the world, small things, but just like within the dance space.
I'd rather be on the plane than not be on the plane. But
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. Just wanted to caveat that one out
But
there.
you know, I came through with my like compression socks, and like you can do things to like lessen the blow a little bit.
Are we neck pillow people to help with the travel?
I should have. I wasn't on that.
I should have been.
Yeah.
You are now.
Yeah. I was like the last couple of flights I bought a neck pillow.
I was just thinking on the way back from Tokyo to London, Paris was like sitting behind me, and I looked back, and he was wearing an eye mask, headphones, neck pillow, wrapped up in a blanket, and he just like looked like a mummified. I don't know. And I was like, oh my god, like his setup is elite.
I remember getting up. It was like dark, long haul. Getting up and just like walking through the aisles and then stumbling across Kurumi, napping anywhere, literally like on the floor of the aisle, blanket over.
Wait, so this is
on a plane.
No. So I'll explain. Was this LA? It might have been LA.
It was LA. Yeah.
She was in the very back row, and there were only 2 seats in the back row instead of 3, and the gap where the third seat was meant to be was just like a space on the floor. So she like slotted herself in and was literally horizontal.
Oh my gosh, this is what we call her the queen of naps.
If we were lucky enough to like sit next to each other, we were like comfortable, so I would have like legs up and we would like take turns like rotating.
My long legs.
Yeah, my long legs, you know, my knees, they can't handle it.
So I do have to ask, like, because I don't know about you, but when we got off a plane, and then usually there'd maybe be a day of recovery, especially after a long haul flight, and then we'd be in a theatre kind of doing rehearsals and tech. Did you notice anything with your body, or did you do anything specific to like prepare your body?
Try and stay up.
To get on the right time zone.
Yeah, immediately.
The hardest time I remember was Tokyo.
Yes.
Because we had arrived in the morning, but we'd already been up.
8 a.m. in the morning.
So it was like we had like a day, and then we were there, and it was like the day, and I was like, I can't sleep because if I do, it'll be ruined for 2 weeks.
But I was already there for a few days because I went early to hang out.
Right.
And so when they arrived, I kept them busy the whole day. Like I was like, we're going here, and we walked like did stuff the whole day. And I think that. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
I
was
kind of
so
forgot
tired.
that they just got here, and I was like, let's go.
Right.
Let's go to the park and let's go to like Harajuku or whatever. But
I think I had like 5 Red Bulls that day. Or something. I was like,
whoa,
yeah,
that's quite intense. I would also try and stay up to make sure that I was on the right time zone, but also, and maybe this is just because I don't know, just after few years you start to really feel the difference like in the joints and all of this type of stuff. Like I'd have to get there and make sure I did something before I arrived at work. Is there anything that you'd recommend to people if, for example, imagine it's someone's first international tour and like how to look after their bodies?
The day we had before we started, I would just be very lazy. Like I wouldn't want to do anything. I would just kind of sleep and be horizontal.
So resting, taking the active time to rest.
It's gonna be hard. And you do just have to like accept it. And then like I had my regular things. Like I had my little multivitamin. I had my, I don't know, my own stuff, my routine. You're flying halfway across the world. Your sleep schedule's off. Also your eating schedule's off. Also you're eating different things. And like, I know that like there were people in the company who had dietary requirements, and especially like visiting like Asian countries where like the diet is predominantly like meats and fish.
Yeah, we have to just be intentional about seeking out different food things that make sense, and then in another language as well. And sometimes trying to communicate
ordering
that.
food, but like Google translating the menu and like
or I think in each place I figured out how to say vegetarian, or like no meat was basically the phrase that I would have to like figure out in each language and then show that to the restaurant and be like, no meat, and they'll be like either yes or no. But ultimately, I mean, we need to eat. The work that we do is highly physical, and so we've got to be able to sustain our bodies. Like, how did you find navigating that on tour?
Well, I think like bar LA, we had to eat out everywhere because LA we had a kitchen because it was like apartments.
We meal prepped a gigantic pasta dish together.
I entered my meal prepping era for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Love that for you.
Yeah.
But it was hard when like we were in places for like 1 week and we didn't have a kitchen or anything, so we had to eat out.
I've got a hack though. Did you hear about my pasta hack and my rice hack? I kind of entered like my camping era, but I wasn't camping at all. I was on tour, and so I had.
I think I do remember.
I think I know.
I had my camping pot. And so anything that, and it retains heat very well naturally. And so as long as you've got access to hot water, you're fine.
Which you do in every hotel room.
Yeah.
In every hotel. And if not, you can go down to a bar at the hotel and they will give you hot water. And so I used to have pasta or things like lentils and stuff like that, the easy cook lentils, just so you know.
Yeah.
And I'd have it in my little pot, and then you just pour hot water in it, and I would have my vegetable stock cube, because we stay seasoned up in here.
Of course.
And, just to add those things, or sometimes I'll have a sauce, a pre-bought shop sauce or something along those lines, and I put it in, and then if you just close that and then keep it in the hot water, it cooks your pasta, and I'd have fresh pasta.
So
See,
smart.
that's where you're smart.
Yeah. That's why you're a genius, and I'm not.
Yeah.
I used to walk around the theatre with my little camping pot.
See, this I remember. This I remember.
That's so clever though.
Yeah.
It came in handy quite often actually to just be able to like have that fresh food if, for example, we were in somewhere where there weren't many vegetarian options nearby, or like the only thing was a Subway. There was a Subway everywhere.
I know.
Everywhere.
I didn't realize how popular it was. And Starbucks.
Yeah.
Starbucks, Subway, and was it KFC? There was a
KFC.
KFC
Yeah.
everywhere as well.
But finding supermarkets was low-key a struggle sometimes, like to just buy ingredients just to like, if you wanted to cook by yourself. Like LA was fine, but like...
I feel like I remember getting to Asia and like fruit being quite expensive.
Yes.
Which we weren't expecting.
The best part
nice.
was the breakfast.
Yeah,
Love the breakfast.
hotel breakfast. Yeah, it was quite good.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to see how you balance, or if you manage to balance, the sort of personal / social life whilst being away so much. And I think it's the price tag of tour a little bit, if I can explain it in that way. So just wanted to put that out there to see like, how do you, if you're able to, outside of this wonderful trio, manage a sort of personal life?
For me anyway, my personal life or social life has become the company. So they kind of go hand in hand now. Like, of course I have like friends and stuff at home, but I hardly see anyone from home anymore. So it's hard to keep that going.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because I would like to, and like my friends in London and stuff, but just never there. So it's difficult.
I mean, yeah, same. Like for me, I feel like this became my
my
social life.
Yeah. And what happens if, for example, people are not able to be in a position to form such close friendships on tour? Like, what sort of advice would you give to them then in order of like pouring into themselves or trying to establish a community when essentially you're away from your community a lot of the time?
It's such a real thing. I think that, you know, at the end of the day, we are like work colleagues, you know, and I feel like sometimes we forget that this is our job and these are the people we work with. And yeah, you just have to FaceTime the people you love. And also you have to consciously and actively remember that there are people outside of your bubble. Because like live together, work together, dance together, like we're always together. And like you do forget that other people exist sometimes.
Yeah. But I would say like, I think everyone in the company is quite conscious of the fact that like it can be quite lonely for some people. And I think there is like a lot of effort put into like doing things outside of work, like going for drinks or going bowling, or so I think we're as a company like quite good at like involving everyone. I mean, we all get on anyway, I have to say.
Yeah, that's important.
I will say on the contrary, like especially now that I'm like more comfortable with like people in the company and I'm sharing digs with a lot of people because it's like cheaper and like makes more sense, and you have people like, it's just nice to be around people and you get to work together, blah 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 blah. But like it's sometimes a struggle to actually find like time for myself because you're around people all the time. You and it's the people you work with. It's not even like you're going back to a different crowd of people. So, like
you have to fill your pot.
I have to like find time to just like be not perceived for like just a little bit every now and again.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
just does wonders. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
really like listening to what your brain and your body's telling you. And like if you need to like find people to recharge, or if you need to be alone to recharge, like I don't know, it's taken me like 4 tours to figure out.
Yeah, the more you do it, the more you find out. Like you're researching how you and your body react to things. Yeah, I remember on Sleeping Beauty, like this is small, but I started crocheting and then you started knitting. And then like we'd just be side by side in complete silence, just like.
Just needles like clack, 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 clack.
But it
Nothing
was
else.
like something that you could share without having to
Yeah,
exchange too much
yeah,
of that
yeah,
additional
yeah.
energy.
Like
Yeah. Or sometimes I'd be like, I'm going to be alone now.
Yeah.
You'd be like, yeah,
Because-
I'm just
Yeah.
going to be alone now.
Yeah.
I'll see
if
you later.
Absolutely, because if you think about it, like we go on stage and we're giving so much to the audience energy wise. The shows are physical, they're long, there's quick changes, there's all of this type of stuff, or that might look different depending on what tour people are doing. But then we're in class every morning, so you're seeing everyone there. We are in rehearsals, then you've got the show, then we're on the train together, we're on the bus together, we're in the hotel together.
Yeah.
Club, another club.
Basically every waking minute. Like,
Yeah. So it is important to find that rhythm, as you said, Han, for yourself, of like when you might need social time, or when, as you were saying, Eve, when you need time for yourself to recharge and things like that.
Yeah.
And I think that ties in quite nicely with this next section, which I call Know Your Worth, because I think as artists, we can learn to know our worth so much more. How would you say you personally know your worth in dance?
interesting.
You three are so in sync. I love it. Or I can put it this way as well, like either knowing your worth or advice to someone else on how to know their worth. Like one thing that you would say, don't ever forget this.
Honestly, that's such a hard question.
Yeah.
Like, because you like don't really do that enough, I think, because you're doing everything but that usually most of the time. Like, we're
Most
our
of the
worst
time, you're
enemies.
like, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
At least for me, I'm like, what
Definitely
did I
for
do
me as
wrong?
well. As performers, like, your natural thing is to just think, like, what can I improve on next? Like, you're
Yes.
always like trying to do better, so you're seeking out the bad things that you're doing or what you're bad at, which is like, yeah, you probably don't do the opposite enough.
This is why I posed this question, because I
Yeah.
think it's like so important for us to clap for ourselves as well as look at the stuff that we wish to improve on. So maybe I can frame it in like, what's one thing that you're proud of yourself for doing throughout your career? And not, oh, I performed this role, like you, the person, like how you looked after yourself. Like what's one thing that you'd be like proud or happy or encourage others to do?
For me, like, I'm quite like a nervous person and I get in my head a lot. So like overcoming that and like going on stage and like getting through it, like battling my nerves, I'd say for me is a big thing that I've dealt with and like gotten over.
At first, especially when I joined the company, like I said earlier, I was in the same environment for like 8 years. And like, not that I didn't make new friends because people come and go, but like I had a very like similar experience for like almost a decade and then entered a new environment. So like navigating a completely different like, I don't know, like
Ecosystem.
So, yeah, it literally feels like an ecosystem and you're just like thrown in there and you have to like find your bearings. But like you find your people eventually. Literally sat with them right now. So yeah, I had to give myself a lot of grace in terms of like not being perfect at every social interaction.
Yes.
And like not going home and being
Big
like,
one.
oh my God. You know?
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
a big one.
A lot of going home and being very anxious and then coming to work and be like, la, 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 la. Like, calm down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
I'm proud that I kept going. Like, I did all the shows
Yeah.
that I was meant to do. Like, and I showed up and we all did that. I think that's really cool.
Amazing.
Personally, we
Yeah.
did hundreds of shows.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Like us being in the position we're in, like, shows that we've been like driven and determined enough to like get to a place where, do you know what I mean? Like where we are in the company is quite amazing.
yeah.
And it's like a privilege that a lot of people would dream of being in. So
It's just acknowledge, acknowledge
like-
how
Yeah,
far you've been
okay.
able to come, and also like stay in and also persevere with the various challenges that might come up, whether that's fatigue, whether
Yeah.
that's injury, whether
Yeah.
that's finding your people on tour. Dancing in general is not easy.
No.
And to maintain as a career is not easy either, because we're putting our bodies, it's so personal to each of
Yeah.
us. And think about it, we're offering such a personal part of us up to audiences, to shows, to each other. So this is why I'm like, what is one thing that you're proud about? Because you've got to be proud about those things, you know?
Yeah, and like you, as dancers as well, you can't relax ever. Like you always have to keep like pushing.
Who said you can't
Well,
relax?
as like, do you know what I mean? You can't sit into it. Like it's a big like responsibility. I
know
guess
what
as
you
like a
mean, yeah.
performer. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So I was like,
yeah,
we're going to relax and find rest.
Well,
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm relaxing in every minute I can,
Yes.
but I just feel like, yeah, like it's a big responsibility. So
But
It's a fast changing industry as
yeah.
well. So I guess that motivation to stay on our A game because of how
Yeah,
it's how
exactly.
it changes. Yeah,
but
absolutely.
also
Yeah.
it's just dance. You
Exactly.
know?
It's just dancing and it's
dance.
fun.
We're going on stage and
Having a good time
Yeah.
and sharing all
I'm
of
proud that we've always managed to have a good time on stage as well, and backstage during shows and stuff as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Oh, on that note, I think that's a beautiful place to land for today. So thank you so much for joining me in the episode. It's been so fab. There's lots of laughter, which is what I love. And I'm here for. And it's just a pleasure that you took your time out of some very busy schedules, actually, to join me for this conversation. And hopefully it's useful to those watching and or listening. So thank you so much for everyone who's tuned in to Candid Convos. If you have any thoughts or reflections, please leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I've become that person, absolutely, just so that we can continue to have more Candid Convos. And until next time, we'll see you soon. Thank you so much.